Like everyone else, every January I make resolutions. I set smaller milestones within the bigger vision I have for my life. But if I'm being honest, most of my goals usually die by February, unless they were already ingrained in my habits. James Clear said, "Goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress." We run into trouble when we spend too much time thinking about the destination and not enough time designing the car that's going to get us there. So this year, I'm not just defining my goals. I'm intentionally building systems to achieve them. In this video, I'm sharing 3 goals I have for this year and my systems for them. Goal 1 is related to financial freedom. I want to reach my next 100K in net worth, generate 4 figures in monthly passive income, and funnel 3K towards my emergency fund to keep up with inflation. I already have a system to manage and track my income, expenses, and investments through budgeting and investing rules tailored to my risk profile. I've done 2 videos on this if you want the specifics. While I have these target numbers, I know I cannot control the markets. I don't know if this year will be bullish or bearish, so I'm not going to beat myself up if the numbers fall short. These are just fun little milestones. What I can control is the system. By focusing on my budgeting and investing rules, the long-term results will take care of themselves. Goal 2 is related to health and fitness. I need to master my energy management. I often find myself starving at work with nothing healthy to eat, so I raid the office pantry for junk food. Other times, I lose my appetite entirely, skip meals, and then don't have the fuel I need for my workouts. To fix this, I'm implementing a 2-part snack system. Part 1 is the desk stash, keeping healthy, non-perishable snacks at my desk at all times. Part 2 is the fresh carry, bringing perishable snacks whenever I step out for work. Because they are perishable, I'm forced to eat them that day instead of reaching for junk food. I'm also setting rough meal times. Even when I don't have much of an appetite, I'm committed to eating something light during those windows to keep my energy stable. Goal 3 is about improving my relationship with myself. This is a parallel journey to my financial one. I always told myself I wanted financial freedom for autonomy and control. But the deeper, darker truth was that I was using money as a fortress. I wanted wealth so I didn't have to deal with people. I wanted to buy my way out of rejection, social anxiety, and the fear of being seen. I thought if I had enough money, I could put myself above the need for connection. But that came with a price. My self-worth became a slave to my net worth. When the market dipped, so did my spirit. I eventually realized that my net worth would only grow to the extent that I did. I'll admit, I initially started working on personal development just to increase my wealth. But I've since learned that growth isn't just about productivity, and it definitely isn't just about wealth generation. It's about healing. It's about living to our fullest potential beyond the money. I realized that I was carrying childhood conditioning and limiting beliefs that acted as a ceiling on my potential. No amount of money could fix a barrier that existed inside my mind. And I'm tired of letting those barriers dictate how I show up. So, to move from knowing I have a problem to actually healing it, I'm building a space for reflection. Every week, I'll be sitting down for a dedicated journaling session. I'm treating this like a weekly therapy session with myself to bring those subconscious blocks to the surface where I can actually deal with them and set intentions to move forward. Because healing isn't a linear process, I'm opening up my journal over on Substack. It's where I'm documenting the raw, real-time exploration of these internal barriers as I find them. If you've ever felt like you're standing in your own way, I would love for you to join me there. It's a space for us to have a more intimate conversation about what it really looks like to grow. I'm unblocking my barriers to unlock my fullest potential. And I would love for you to join me as I figure out how to live, not just freely, but fully. This is a year of growing, not just financially, but physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's about building the systems that allow that growth to happen naturally. Now I would love to hear from you. What is one goal you have for this year? And what is the system you're putting in place to make sure it actually happens? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.